Hi, Aiman.
Hi.
Yes, good evening. Is it good evening on your end?
Yeah, it's 7 p.m. So yeah, evening.
All right. But the sun is still up, and I love the way the sun is shining on you. All right. So it gives off a good lighting. All right. So we're here today, and we're going to get to know a deeper version of Ayman today. And thank you for giving us this time to get to know you today, Ayman. So before we begin, could you tell us something more about yourself, your hobbies, your interests?
Okay. Hi. My name is Aiman. I'm 4. Last April. My hobby mostly more sports. So I'm a bodybuilder. So I like doing like just going to the gym, lifting heavy weights, or do some explosive movements. Exercising in general. So mostly my interest is towards that field. I like training people, more especially older people like 50 years plus with mental
Oh, nice.
yeah. So I like progress that they achieve. So example, they came. I have few diabetic clients who
Mm-hmm.
was a high condition. So when once they start training with me, I mean, most of them are getting better slowly but surely. So their sugar level is going down, their high blood pressure is going down, their health in general is getting better, and they can move very well now.
Wow, I
Just
could see that you have a very active lifestyle, and thank you for helping the elderly, and I think that really helps them become more active, and we know that diabetes is one of the debilitating disease that attacks the elderly. Ayman.
yes, but yeah, it does give me some satisfaction from training.
I see. All right. I just have a concern. I think I lost your video.
Right?
There, you're back.
I think someone just called me, so it's like
Okay, no problem. Okay, so now that we talked about your interests, we'll now get to the bottom of how you got yourself into the pageant world. Can you tell us your how you got yourself interested and how you came to join pageants?
um at first is you know being myself with my what we can call it disabilities for to other people's, but for me something unique. So I'm seeing people on pageant. They're very high self confidence, very like an idol, an image to most
Hmm.
of. So you can call it somewhat a celebrity also. So and I somehow kind of interested in modeling. So when I start doing this pageant, so it does bring me to modeling, like more photo shoots, and I even act in movies, dramas, series. Yeah. So just
So
basically,
wow, you're now a celebrity in your own right.
not really, but we'll
Right, but Ayman, thank you for bringing that out. I think you're one of the unique candidates for this year, and I like the way that you see yourself as a unique and someone that brings a cause like in front, despite your condition. All right. So, but we appreciate that and thank you for standing and creating that. Awareness. So, with that in mind, do you have any advocacies that you support?
um for me, I think my advocacy that I choose is to people with basically disabilities.
Mhm.
So so like someone who's, you can say, blind, or just any disabilities, doesn't matter even how little it is, with
Mhm.
to try to have confidence, more uh out to the outside world, so they can just be themselves, show themselves, like, because they are, even with their disabilities, they are unique in their own way.
Yep, I totally agree with you, Ayman. And thank you for championing that cause and for being the best role model for the PWDs at this stage. All right. So if we may go on to a more serious note of questions.
Yeah, sure.
What yeah, what are your thoughts about beauty contests? Does this help men and women pursue their dreams? What are your thoughts on this?
So my thoughts on beauty contests in general, I think it's a good platform to just to be engaging more people towards this beauty contest, and they are they tend to lead towards like a lot more opportunities. Like example, I'll training pageantry, I've been more open to more opportunities like modeling, photo shoots, runways, acting. Even like with my own job, like being a personal trainer, also that like people start to notice me. So it's a good platform to just put yourself out there.
All right. So I guess you're correct there. A platform that helps people get to know you better, all right, on the job that you do, your advocacy, as well as the other opportunities that will come your way. So you're doing a good job and hope that you maintain that attitude, that positivity as you move along your journey, because I feel like the world is your oyster. All right. So, if I may ask, Ayman, how do you see yourself 15 years from now?
I'm sorry, 15 years from now.
Yes. How do you see yourself? Do you see still yourself modeling, acting?
15 years from now, I'll be 39. So hopefully by 40 years old, I'll be able to guide more people. I'll be like some sort of trainer or coach to young new talents, younger people to just be more inspired. So I'll maybe do more acting. Maybe not so much modeling or photo shoots. I don't know if they I still have the opportunity. Why not? But I would like to give it to the younger generation. So like my juniors, or but I would still like to train these older people.
All right. So that's good because I think that is something that you hold true to yourself and the mission that you would still like to bring through. And 15 years from now, we hope to see you more of you, right, in the future. So, if I may ask, Ayman, who is the most influential person in your life?
Um, I would say my father. He's he's like I mean, most of us sons will always idolize their own father. So like
Mm-hmm.
for me, you can see I'm growing up like kind of a tough childhood. So he was like he'll be training me like when I was 6 7 years old. He already taught me like few martial arts. Like you need to learn
Wow.
this to like all those kind of things. Like be a proper man, like to just protect your family, be a more better person, just in life in general. So and he's just all that good example for me to just follow. And he's also a police officer who's now a frontliner. So he's doing his best to, with the COVID-19 situation right now throughout the world. So an inspiration for me.
Wow. I can truly feel that there's that strong bond between you and your father. And thank you for sharing that intimate part of yourself and for sharing us how your father has shaped you to be the man that you are right now. So thank you.
Yeah.
I have yeah, I have one interesting question, Ayman. So let's assume you won a $1 million jackpot. What would you do with it?
$1 million. Um, of For me, honestly, yeah, people. I mean, I would, of course, will spend it on my family. So maybe I'll put
Mhm.
some of it to just buy my parents a proper home. Uh, my father would like a sports, like basically a sports car, supercar. So I might bought a supercar for him. He would like an Audi R8. So but the others, like maybe the half of it, I will do just basically donate some of it to this disabled people who don't does not have the chance, the opportunity. It's just the same as others. And maybe do like and helping them. Maybe do like what you call something they can work to gain money from it. That's that's what I feel like I would do with the $1 million. So I will put my family first, and I'll just do something that to help my own advocacy. But to me, honestly, I'm quite happy with my own lifestyle. So I don't think I will need the extra money. So the extra $1 million to just yeah.
All right, thank you for being so humble, and then thank you for thinking that and for putting your family at first, and making sure that they have a comfortable life. That you said a while ago that if you were able to provide them a good life, then you would, and also for supporting, yeah, the advocacy that is close to your heart. Now, what if, let's say, Ayman, if you had a chance to live again, um, what would it be? Would you come back the same person, or would you try to be a different person, altogether differently?
I mean, honestly speaking, it can be it will be nice to relive again as maybe someone like Will Smith, like to just to see how his life is. But on I think I'm quite happy with what I'm doing right now. Just seeing the my clients, my and I call them mostly my friends, like this
Mhm.
better. So I'm satisfied with it. And if I can relive once more, I would like to just stay myself and just see the progress, the achievements, their progression from what they first came until now, the results now. It's just a satisfaction for me.
All right, so you would still choose to be you when you come back.
Yeah, I mean,
All right, so thank you. That's interesting. Now, still in the realms of changing the pasts, or going back to the past, or being reborn, if you still had a chance to change something in your life, what would that be?
um, if I have the power to went back to my past, so I have my I have an uncle who not recently, it's like long ago passed away. So I would want him to not go out at night because he was in an accident with he was riding a bike and he was in an accident with a lorry, a big truck.
Mm-hmm.
I would just like to warn him to just not go out that time. So because I'm very close with him. So I was small.
Mm-hmm.
He's my father's brother, younger brother. So I was very close with him. So if by any chance I can go back to the past, I would just want him. So maybe now I still have like my best friend, my uncle, with me until now, seeing what I have achieved, like what I have done. So I'm sure it will put a smile on his face.
Oh, thank you for sharing that, and I'm pretty sure wherever he is right now, he's watching over you, and he would do appreciate that, if you would. And with one last question, for this round, for the easy round, if, let's say, God grants you one wish, what would that be?
Uh, I mean, will be my uncle just be have the second chance to live his life because
Mhm.
that's will be and I will have my best friend with me. So I guess I will ask that from if I have the opportunity, I will ask that my one wish.
Oh wow! So, and I could see the consistency with your answer, and I feel like whatever it is in your heart at this moment, I feel like God is listening, but perhaps he has better plans for you. All right, in the future, Ayman. All right. So moving on to the next round, if I may ask, what do you feel is your edge over the other contestants?
Um, I mean, if we're talking physically, I think my eyes is a unique selling point. I'm the only one that have this unique uh, characteristic compared to the others. But if we're talking like something inside, I think I'm I will always be the one that will always put my hardest work in everything. So one best thing that I always believe in myself, because I will always outwork everyone, like the even the best of my contenders. So I think it's hard work.
Okay, thank you so much. Right. You did mention a while ago that as part of your job, you love helping the elderly fight their diabetes. Aside from that, will there be other contribution that you have had to your community?
Um, I think I like helping orphans, like doing some community charity work to the orphanage. I will try to be like visit this local orphanage in my housing area. So like
Mm-hmm.
once go there, play around with the kids. I like playing with just having fun playing around with the kids. Be like playing some simple football or just throwing balls at them, just running with them. So it's quite fun because they did not need to grow up with parents due to their own stories, and it's quite interesting learning and being friends with these small children who
Mm-hmm.
still without proper homes and stuff. So it's this a thing that I feel very happy doing.
Wow. I think those little kids will love that, right? And I'm sure that you will make a huge difference, right? Spending quality time with them brings them that special attention that they need. And they also need to have that interaction, right, from different people that would be able to help them. Thank you so much. Now, going from community to a larger community, what do you think will be your contribution to mitigating or solving the global warming issue that we are now facing?
Um, that's that's a very big question. So from my point of view, so what I really think it will work best with the global warming situation right now that we are facing throughout the world, throughout the globe.
Mhm.
So the most simple thing is like just create more awareness to people to keep on recycling, uh, using the paper bag, not like the plastic bag, which have
Mhm.
difficult what you call to so just to recycle it and just basically be be just what you call it, we go green. So that's one of the way that us people throughout the world can do easily. Like there's always like these colored bins that we can just throw out plastic, papers, tins, aluminum, all those things. So it's very easy things. If every one of us doing that, I'm sure the global
Mhm.
warming went down.
All right. So I think I agree that recycling is one of the best way in order to combat global warming. And I think that you're correct. If one single person would do his or her share in recycling and doing that, I think would be able to reduce carbon emissions and therefore save planet Earth. All right. So thank you. Let's go back to knowing Ayman on the personal level. Ayman, how would you describe your personality?
Um, uh, in one word, fun. I think interesting.
Mm-hmm. And
Yeah,
and when you say fun, what are the fun things that you love doing aside from, of course, going to the gym and helping the elderly? What other activities do you pursue?
Um, I'm very close with my younger sister. So she's just 13 years old. So and she's the youngest. So what I always do is like just bring her out and just play somewhere, or even just walk around to in the malls. Or I basically pampered her. So let's say she wants mostly I would just buy it for her, even though I don't have it that much. So I guess that's kind of like how our relationship is. So, but end up usually I will be very close with her, and what fun things always bring her out, mostly with some fun activities like hiking or wall climbing. She's a gymnast, so we went to a trampoline park, just do some exercises activities with her.
Wow. So I could say that there's that really strong brother sister relationship there. And I think she has a very strong and positive role model. Now, growing up as a teenager, right, she would be needing a guiding light or a North Star for that. And I think she's very lucky to have you, Ayman. Right.
Yeah,
If I may ask you, what is your philosophy or value that you hold dearest in life?
the philosophy, what I always hold like the highest in life is if you want something, you work hard for it. So, like God will grant you that something if you work hard for it. So if you just work, basically just do like the most minimal effort, you just get the minimum of what you want. So if you want the food, just give all you can, and sooner or later you will get it. Just trust the process, and you will get it. As long as you work hard and try your best.
All right, very good. Work hard, and do your best, and God will do the rest. Right,
Yeah.
so to speak. Thank you for sharing that. Now, if I may ask, Ayman, if you will be winning the crown, what will be the first thing that you will do?
First thing to winning, I mean, I will be sure to call my parents first, my family. Just I think, uh, Mom, I want like Mister Supranational, so I'm just basically make them happy, and hopefully with me winning the crown, it's an inspiration to those with disabilities
Mhm.
to like, look up to. Just do the things that they believe in. Doesn't mean that you have these disabilities or compared to others, you can do the same. We
All right. So I'm sorry, Ayman. I think I got you on and off there. Do you mind repeating what you said?
sorry.
I think I did capture your answer a few seconds back. You were coming in and out. Do you mind if you repeat your answer?
Yeah, sure. No problem. The question is, what would I do the first thing after winning the crown? So, I mean, by winning the crown, I hope that these people with disabilities, maybe same like me, or some people have worse, or some people have like just simple things. So it's some sort of inspiration for them to just do the things they like doing. Maybe they're unique to others, special.
Mhm.
Doesn't mean that they do the same thing as what
Oh,
they can do it in a way that's special to them, different, maybe a bit differently to others, but you still can do it.
all right. So thank you. So thank you so much for answering this question. But to end our session today, I am quite interested to ask if you would like to ask a co-candidate a question. What question would that be?
A cool candy. I mean, to anyone? Just
Yeah, from your batch for Mr. Supranational. If you get to ask one question, what would that question be?
uh, I honestly, it's just not. It's for me. It's, I don't think it's really a question. I just want to say to them, just like, I mean, even though we are competing against each other,
Mhm.
so but a healthy competition, and just why not we be brothers afterwards or but right now. So more friends, more friends does will be even better.
All right. So that's very cool. Just one last question though before we finally end off our session tonight, Ayman. What do you think about the Mr. Supranational pageant? How would you, if you would be a director, how would you improve it, or what will be the changes that you would do if you were the director?
If I were the director of Mister Supranational, so I mean, I don't think it will be much changes. So what I would do is just add more things to it, like some maybe we can add more activities. Just add more contestants. Maybe add some something that candid us candidates or participants are passionate about, then let them bring it to the competition and show the world.
All right. Thank you so much for that suggestion, Ayman. And thank you for being candid and being open and being yourself, most importantly, in answering the question. We hope you all the best and the best of luck for your competition. Thank you so and have a pleasant evening. Thank you.